As students packed up their backpacks and got ready for summer vacation, Florida passed a controversial bill that intensified the fight between charter schools and traditional public schools. So let's back up a second here. Yes, charter schools are public schools, but they're run by private institutions and therefore are not subject to the same kinds of regulations as traditional public schools.
That's against the rules, and you can't sit with us.
And because charter schools aren't as regulated, their results have been all over the map. Sometimes they perform much better than traditional public schools, sometimes they promise parents the world and do worse. In fact, in Florida, charter schools have a worse track record than traditional public schools. So, what does this bill mean for education in the Sunshine State? Well, the bill is huge, 278 pages to be exact. There's a lot in it, including daily recess and expanding vouchers for students with disabilities, which pretty much everyone can get behind. But it's the bill's provisions about funding for charter schools that has caused an uproar. Districts have a certain budget, millions of dollars across the state, to spend on school construction. This bill forces districts to share that money with charter schools.
This isn't a negotiation.
It also sets aside $140 million to build additional charter schools in low-income areas so that they can directly compete with neighborhood schools. House Republicans who crafted the bill said traditional public schools don't need the funds.
They are building $40 million Taj Mahals up and down the state.
But opponents, like the superintendent of Lee County, say the money is essential for the public school system.
It is legislation that has a major impact on our public education system, yet neither educators nor the public were ever given the opportunity for input.
The bill was written behind closed doors. It wasn't even released to the public until 3 days before the end of an already extended session. And since it's a budget bill, the legislature couldn't debate or make amendments.
This is not a democracy, it's a cheerocracy. I'm sorry, but I'm overruling you.
It only passed the Senate by 1 vote. Then, Floridians started weighing in,
calling it dangerous and a slush fund for charter schools.
Some charter schools in Miami-Dade County even offered students extra credit if they told the governor that they supported the bill. And in the end, Governor Rick Scott chose to sign it at one of Florida's charter schools that will be receiving funding as a result of the bill.
We can look at all these students, all these smiley faces, and their lives will be better, and they'll have the opportunity to live the dreams of this country.
What this controversial bill means for education in the Sunshine State is yet to be seen. But the fact is, the bill is diverting money away from traditional public schools to a system that fails at a much higher rate.
Still here? It's over. Go home. Go.